What if Dan had stayed in ICU and Stephen still died? Would they be dismissing him now?
Brenda, the fact is, he left.
Larry, he left to go to the nursery and check on a child. And the fact is that he saved that child's life. What if he had just ignored that and that baby died? I mean, how do they think that a person can be in two places at once? Answer me that.
Brenda, I blew it. It's over.
Well, believe me, Dan, your career is not over.
Dad, I am at the end of the line here. I'm never gonna practice medicine again. Never.
Man, I keep getting luckier and luckier. You know, I came all the way from Atlantic City just to find you, and who's the first person I run into as soon as I walk into this place? You! You call that luck or what?
Yeah, get out.
Sweetheart, what are you talking about?
No, just what I said. Get out now.
Did you get a good babysitter for Mickey while we're going to be down here?
Of course I did. Who do you think Herb's going to call on the stand first?
You. And then I'll get my chance. Would you believe that I found Bo out here earlier laughing with John Russell as if this is just some joke? I can't wait to get on that stand.
Michael, I'm worried.
About what?
About getting on the stand. Look, I'm not absolutely certain that it was Bo that I saw in the garage that day. It could have been. I just assumed it was, but the more I think about it, the more I could be mistaken.
You are not mistaken. And when you get on that stand, I don't want to hear any doubts whatsoever. Bo Buchanan was the man that you saw in the garage.
The bailiff just said the judge is on his way back in. Any questions before court reconvenes?
Yeah, just one. How much damage could Gabrielle's testimony do?
Well, Bo, as far as I'm concerned, she's the weakest link in Herb's case. I can't wait to get her on the stand and tear her apart.
Yeah, but she's loyal to Michael. She'd do anything to help him.
Good. I hope she does, because then she'll really help out my case. If she commits perjury in order to help Michael Grandout, she's going to regret it the rest of her life.
Don't do this to me. I'm already frightened enough.
I know you're worried about your testimony, but I am certain of his guilt.
Well, I wish I was.
He was the man you saw in the garage. He tampered with the master cylinder. He sent Alicia to her death.
But, Michael, what...
You recognized the leather jacket and the fraternity row cap. When you called out to him, he made a beeline straight out of the garage. Now, how can you not be sure? How can you even think of letting him get away with Alicia's murder?
I just wish you'd stop pressuring me.
I am trying to stop you from making a silly mistake on that stand, not having your convictions.
What if Bo is right? What if someone else is responsible for Alicia's death and is just setting him up to look guilty?
He is guilty.
You don't know that as a fact, and neither do I. For God's sakes, Michael. What if I convict an innocent man? I could never live with that.
I will never forgive you if you don't do whatever it takes to put him away.
I don't believe what I'm hearing.
Test me. Go ahead. Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to upset you right now. I know you want to do the right thing, and I am telling you that the right thing is testifying against Bo. Now, you have to do this for us.
Us?
We need each other right now. The Buchanans don't like you any more than they like me. So we are in this together. Now, I know you're going to do everything possible to see that Bo is convicted, right?
Look, I just want you to know that believe me, I know everything that both of you have done for me. I do, but Bo's family. And his fate could be decided today, so I pray to God that when you take that stand in there, that you do the right thing.
I just found you and you want me to leave already?
No, listen, look, unauthorized personnel are not allowed on the set, so I really think that you should get out of here before you get in some sort of trouble.
Trouble? I spit on trouble.
Yeah, well, go spit somewhere else.
Hey, what are you so uptight about?
I told you, you can't be here right now.
I don't understand this at all. Haven't you the least bit of curiosity as to how it is I came about to find you?
No, not really.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I found this thing on the ground in the casino after you hit the guy over the head with this thing, and I opened it up, and inside there was a rock. But inside also there was this little thing that said Landview Costume Shop, so I took the rock, threw it away, and here's your purse. I left the rock at home, though, sorry.
Oh, really, that was really nice, but you've got to get out of here.
Sweetheart, please, I want to know one thing. What are you doing in this building? What is your job here?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do as, like, as in job, as in Hustler, the Espanol world?
I am the president of the Megan Gordon fan club.
Who?
Megan Gordon, she's the star of Fraternity Row.
I don't know. But, you know, I do know a little bit about show business, as a matter of fact. I once had a little magic show, and I had this little elephant, and we went on the road together.
Ruby, you did all kind of
You're doing a
groovy
terrific
things.
job. Keep up the good work.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
How you doing? Who was that?
Vice president of the Megan Gordon fan club. Now listen.
Sure.
What is this important favor that you need of me?
There's no easy way to say this, so I'll just come right out with it.
Yeah.
My life is in serious danger. I need your help.
Dan, you have done so much to become a wonderful doctor. How can you just give that up without a fight?
Brenda, what is there to fight for? You heard Dr. Anderson give us the board's decision.
Yes, and it's severe and it's unfair. Isn't that right?
Yes, I think so.
So, you see, we have to go and appeal it. That's all.
Brenda, they heard my side of the story. They heard Dad support me. They heard you. Didn't make a difference today. It's not going to make a difference tomorrow. It's never going to make a difference.
Dan, we don't know that for sure. That's why we have to go and try, right?
You just give it up.
Dan, you didn't let me give up on my baby. I am not going to give up on your career. Now, if you don't want to go and appeal to the board there, you got to get to another hospital and find yourself a position there.
Dan, you're a fine doctor. Your career is not over. I agree with Brenda. You can't stop fighting.
Dad, I am accused for the death of an infant. No hospital is going to accept me with that on my record.
Would you please stop being so hard on yourself? Listen to me. You are the one who gave that child a chance in the first place.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for me, he'd still be here today.
That's not true, Dan. Don't say that.
Well, the board seems to think so. They've made it official. You know, with this over my head, I am not going to be able to take care of another patient ever again. The dream is over. It's gone. I don't even know why I'm still here.
Hey, Dan, please, would you just wait a minute?
Let him go.
What are you doing? Why did you stop me? That man's hurt. He needs somebody that he can talk to about this, Larry.
Brenda, he stormed out of here because he wants to be alone. That's his way of dealing with it.
And that's your way of dealing with your son. You just let him storm out of here and then ignore him, right?
Listen, this hurts me just as much as it hurts him. He is my son.
Well, then why in the hell did you have to tell the people in there at the board that you didn't give him permission to be in ICU?
I told you I couldn't lie.
Why did you volunteer information, Larry?
Brenda, the information I volunteered was the truth. Now, I'm sorry I didn't support Dan. I'm sorry I didn't help, but I did what I thought was the right thing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell at you. God knows, with what you've been through, you don't need that.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, I guess under the circumstances, this is not the proper time to take that trip.
No, I don't think so.
Why don't you come on home and I'll fix you lunch?
Nope. I really don't feel like being with you right now. Maybe another time, Larry.
Find the mysterious lady and bring her back into your life. If you fail to do so, you will face certain disaster. Wait a minute, Marco. Are you telling me that you think that your life is in danger just because of some fortune that you got out of some mechanical gypsy?
Madam Irma is not just some mechanical gypsy. She's been pretty good at predicting everything thus far. She predicted that you would enter into my life, didn't she?
Yeah, so what? You think now that she's telling you that you need me again or something?
You're the mystery lady. And I have come into some disaster.
Like what?
Well, after you left, I started getting deep in debt again, and I owe so much that if I don't do something real quick, I'm gonna wind up 6 foot under in a satin and velvet condo.
Oh, I see. So you want to borrow some money from me?
No. I want you to come with me to Atlantic City.
Oh, wow.
Ruby, we belong together.
Yeah, Marco.
We're meant to be together. We're a team. If nothing else, at least a gambling team. We won $100,000 together in a matter of minutes. Who knows what we can do if we continue on that? The sky's the limit. We can go on all over the world and gamble. Not only in Atlantic City, we can gamble in the winters, in France, in the summers, in the Bahamas, in the springtime, in Atlantic City. We can go anywhere we want. Please, come back with me. Let me make the world our oyster.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll go. I've struggled. struggled all my life. I've never gotten what I wanted. It's time to grab that brass ring.
Well,
Right.
if it isn't Ruby Bright. I was hoping I'd run into you. I heard all about your first appearance.
Appearance?
Yeah, listen, I'll meet you in the parking lot, okay? Go.
All right, now we have established that Bo Buchanan's fingerprints were found on the master cylinder that failed and caused the accident which resulted in the death of Alicia Grant. We have also established the hatred that existed between the defendant and Michael Grant.
Mr. Callison, we're all aware of the facts. Just get on with your case.
Yes, Your Honor. All right, Miss Medina. Where were you at approximately 6:45 on the night of the accident?
I was in Lambview Grand Garage.
Why?
Because I was on my way home. I went to get my car.
Did you find anything out of the ordinary?
Yes, I saw a man running away from Michael's car.
Did you get a clear look at the man? Miss Medina, did you see the man clearly that was running away from Michael Grant's car?
Answer the question, Miss Medina.
Yes. Yes, I saw his face clearly.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Yes.
Is he in this courtroom?
Yes.
Would you point him out for the court, please?
He's right over there. That's the man I saw in the garage.
Let the record show the witnesses indicated the defendant, Bo Buchanan.
So, was that little speech I just heard you give, was that a sample of your dual role on Fraternity Row? Because if it was, I want you to know, I think you have a big future in daytime drama.
What are you doing here, Spring? This set is for authorized personnel only.
Oh, you're doubling as security guard, too? You know, that's probably a smart move. I mean, it's something to fall back on just in case the acting doesn't work out.
No, it's working out just fine, thank you.
Oh, yes, I can see. I mean, you're really into your new part. May I sneak a peek?
If you want to sneak a peek, you can catch it on the air with my other fans. And don't expect me to fall on my face. I've been researching Ruby, and I feel that I can relate to her in a big way.
She's some kind of a tramp, isn't she?
No, she happens to be a deeply wounded individual, someone who has struggled all of her life and had to scrape for every scrap of joy that she's ever had. She's led a very difficult life, and this is her one chance to make something of herself.
My, sounds juicy.
Yes, well, maybe, just maybe, your head writer will give you an opportunity like this sometime.
We don't need to create another persona to satisfy my adoring public's desire for depth and excitement. No, I mean, there is no one in daytime who's as unpredictable or as much fun to watch as Rita Payne.
Oh, she's a pain, all right.
Oh, Megan. Megan, can't we put an end to all this cattiness? Ever since we were both nominated for this Daisy Award, we've been taking swipes at each other. It's bad for our public images and for the daytime profession as a whole. What do you say we call a truce?
What's this?
A little peace offering.
Oh, well, that's funny. A peace offering coming from someone who started the war. Or did you forget that you're the one that threw the first punch on Melinda's show?
I know. Guilty as charged. And I know that what I did was wrong. I apologize. But, you know, in spite of what you think, I'm not an ogre. And I am not an egomaniac.
Yes, well, your reputation precedes you, darling.
Do you think that I haven't struggled? Do you think I haven't doubted my talent? Or my ability to survive in the shark-infested waters of daytime television? Megan, I am just a simple girl from Peoria who worked hard and got a few breaks. Believe me, we're coming from the same place. I wish you nothing but the best.
Well, I can't argue with that, can I? So we go into the ring as friends?
Oh, absolutely. And no matter who wins the prize, I hope we can remain friends.
Well, I will try, Spring. Thank you.
Well, you can open my present?
Yes. Well, you know, this really wasn't necessary.
If Beginner's Guide to Acting. It's excellent. I got it when I was in junior high, and I had the lead in the school play, and it just filled me with confidence.
How dare you?
Oh, sweetie, I'm just trying to be helpful. Listen, I know the challenge you're facing, and if you go into the ring unprepared, those cameras will spit you out.
Oh, do you know what Ruby's next scene is all about? She meets her arch rival for Gregory's love, and then she throws lye into her overmade face, and then rips out her bleached blonde hair, strand by brittle little strand. And then here's the good part. At the end, she impales her on a forklift. Now, if you're not out of my sight in 5 seconds, I'm going to do a dress rehearsal on you right here.
Well, of all the ingratitude, I will give this to someone who really appreciates it. And I'll wave to you from the podium when I'm collecting the Daisy Award for Best Actress. Break a leg, cupcake.
Yeah, and you break your head and your back and your neck, you little... It's okay. Stay calm, Megan. She's not worth it. Right now, you've got to work on being the perfect Ruby Bright. Marco, he's in the parking lot.
Were you able to get a hold of the 30 G's?
Look, I told you, Doc, I don't have that kind of money.
You know, Austin, I'm beginning to think that you're not taking my threat seriously enough. So I'm going to run it by you one more time. If you want me to keep my mouth shut, it is going to cost you $30,000. And if you don't come up with it, and I mean soon, I'm going to sell my information to the Buchanans.
I know you, Doc. I know you're bluffing me.
Don't test me, Austin. I'm a great fan of courtroom drama. I think it'd be a real nifty touch to have me come forward at Beau's trial and tell the whole world that it was Austin Buchanan, Beau's own cousin, who really murdered Alicia Grant.
Damn it, Doc, keep your voice down.
You still think I'm bluffing?
All right. I'll get you the money. But I'm gonna need a little bit more time to put a number like that together.
How much more time?
I'm gonna need a couple of days at least.
You got until the end of the week.
Come on, 2 days to come up with... Okay. I'll get it.
All of it, Austin. 30,000 or no deal.
I'll get you the money. I said I will, and I will.
Miss Medina, do you know Michael Grand?
Yes, of course.
How would you describe your relationship with him?
I'm the general manager of his hotel.
And is that the extent of it, your business associates?
Michael and I are friends, if that's what you mean.
Well, good friends, close friends, companions, lovers.
Objection, it's irrelevant. The witness has already answered the question.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer.
Michael and I are friends, Mr. Russell.
And good friends sometimes will do anything to help each other out.
Your Honor, I fail to comprehend Mr. Russell's line of questioning.
Get to the point, Mr. Russell.
Your Honor, I'm merely trying to establish that Miss Medina and Mr. Grand had a very close relationship in the past. So close that Miss Medina has been known to even stretch the truth in order to help out.
Objection.
Sustained. That last statement shall be stricken from the record, and I will not tolerate any more cheap shots. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Medina, on the night in question, when you allegedly saw the defendant in the garage, where were you standing?
Well, I took the elevator down to the
Does
garage.
the elevator open directly onto the garage?
No, I had to go through an access door.
Is this the door here? Is that where you were standing?
Yes, I believe so.
You believe so?
Yes, that's the door I went through, I'm positive.
Fine. So you were standing here and Michael Grand's car was parked right there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Would you do me a favor? Would you take a look over there at the bailiff and tell me what color of tie is he wearing?
Well, I'm not sure. It's very difficult to see from this angle.
Really? Well, you know, that's the same angle that you had in the garage that night. Yet you were able to identify the defendant as clearly being there. And I think we have a lot more light in this courtroom.
Well, now, Your Honor.
I'm way ahead of you, Counselor. Mr. Russell, please spare us your theatrics and keep going with your questioning.
Miss Medina, exactly what did you see in the garage that night?
As I said, I came down the elevator to the garage and I saw Bo Buchanan walking away from Michael's car.
What color of shirt was he wearing?
I'm not sure.
Was he clean shaven?
Yes. No.
Well, which one is it, yes or no?
I don't remember.
Well, maybe I can refresh your memory. Out of the original police statement. Question, what did the man look like? Answer, I'm not sure. I couldn't see his face all that clearly. Question, and what made you think it was Bo Buchanan? Answer, I assumed it was Bo because of the jacket he was wearing and the fraternity row cap. I assume, I'm not sure. Now, what changed your mind, Miss Medina?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
A few days ago, you weren't all that certain that Bo Buchanan was the man that you saw in the garage. Now, all of a sudden, you're positive. What changed your mind? Or should I say who? Michael Grant, perhaps?
Objection.
And let me remind you that you are under oath. Perjury is a crime.
I know who it's Bo.
Michael Grant is the crime.
Order! Mr. Russell, I will not allow you to badger the witness. But I will remind you, Miss Medina, that you are indeed under oath and perjury is a serious offense. And with this full knowledge, I want you to answer the question put to you. Are you absolutely certain the man that you saw in the garage is the defendant?
No. I didn't see his face clearly. It could have been Bo. I don't know. I'm not sure at this point.
Court, over here.
Audrey, wait a minute. What are you doing here? You're sitting here all dressed up. Looks like you're about ready to go someplace.
That's because I am, and you're the one who's going to take me there.
Wait a second. Did you talk to the doctors or the nurses around here about this?
No, that would take too much time.
So you're talking about me breaking you out of here? Is that what we're doing here?
Just for a few hours, Court.
Oh, Audrey, look.
Please. I've been listening to the trial on the radio, and I can tell things are not going well for Bo.
Well, you got that right. As a matter of fact, I was just headed over to the courthouse now when you called.
I figured that's where you'd be going, and that's why I asked you to meet me here. I want you to take me with you.
Oh.
Listen, as the other victim of the car crash, I think it's important that I make an appearance on Bo's behalf. I want the jury to understand that I believe that he's innocent.
Audrey, look.
Don't tell me I am not up to it. I can't even count the number of times he's gone to the wall for me since he started producing Fraternity Row. And I am not about to let him down because of this. Now, you gonna help me out, or do I have to call a cab?
Well, I say, if it's going to help out Bo, girl, let's go for it.
Thank you.
All right, I tell you what, you just sit tight while I figure out how I'm going to get you out of here. And don't worry, I will have you at that courthouse by the time they say ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Thank the Lord for these recesses, a chance to get up and walk off this excitement.
Yeah, that was exciting, wasn't it? I mean, Gabrielle was Herb's star witness. John just made mincemeat out of her testimony.
Yeah, he may have really made mincemeat out of her. I mean, poor thing. After her testimony, she got out of the courtroom like that.
I think she got exactly what she deserved. I mean, she was lying on the stand for Michael Grant. Really, John had no choice but to put her through the ringer.
Well, my heart went out to her anyway. Of course, Asa would have been real pleased that she'd been so roughly treated on the stand.
Listen, speaking of Asa, there's something that he said the other day. It's been bothering me ever since.
What is it, darling?
Well, it was more of a warning, actually. He told me to stay away from Austin. Well, you were there. What was that all about? I thought Asa and Austin were getting along so well. Is something going on I don't know about?
Darling, I'm afraid so. Asa flew in an eye specialist from Zurich to examine Austin's eyes.
Right, I know. Austin told me about it. He said that he was so upset he didn't let the doctor check him out. In fact, he was worried that you and Asa were probably pretty upset having gone to all that trouble.
Truth told, after his observations and Austin answering his questions, Dr. Pomerantz was pretty certain that Austin is faking his blindness. Now, you can imagine how Asa reacted to that. I mean, he was real upset that Austin might be pulling something on him. And he even began wondering if maybe Austin has something to do with Bo's situation.
What?
Yeah. So he decided to test Austin by faking a heart attack. He dropped his heart pills on the floor and pretended he couldn't reach them.
What happened?
Well, Austin didn't react right away. But at the last minute, he did give him the pills.
Why did he hesitate at all?
He said his vision was so blurry that he couldn't see to find them. This was Asa warned you before all this, and before we found our suspicions about Austin were unfounded.
I don't know, Renee. What is it?
You don't think that Austin is faking his blindness, do you?
Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I definitely think Austin is getting too attached to me.
No, darling, I've noticed that before. It might be wise of you to heed Asa's warning.
Don't worry. I'm going to stay as far away from Austin as I can. There is something very strange about him. It's like he would go to anything to gain my affection.
Can I get you another refill? You know, I'm kind of new at this, but I heard the first rule of being a good bartender is to be a good listener. So, what's got you doing elbow bends, huh? Because of a woman? Because if it is, no relationship is worth this much pain for this big a bar tab.
No, it's not because of a woman. I wish it were as easy as that.
Well, something's got you upset enough to put away 4 of those.
Yeah, well, it's my life. You see, I royally screwed it up.
How'd you do that?
Well, I tried to do something right, but it ended up in tragedy.
I know how you feel. Quit school, become an actress. Now look at me. I mean, not that tending bar is exactly tragic, but it's a far cry from winning a Daisy.
What are you, into flowers or something?
No, Daisy. It's a daytime drama award. I really wanted to have a shot at it, but they don't give it out for pulling drafts or screwing up your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
My, the boy knows how to smile.
Yeah, well, it sure does help when you have someone to smile at.
Well, if you want to keep that smile of yours in top form, I'm free later tonight.
Oh, yeah? What do you have in mind?
How about 2 people who've screwed up their lives getting together for some fun?
Great, sounds good to me.
Terrific. Great.
Hey, can I join you?
Can I get you something, ma'am?
No, not yet. Thanks. Do you go sit at the table for a minute and come on. You okay? You worried me the way you took off out of the hospital like that, Dan.
Yeah, well, I just needed some time to sort myself out, you know?
Listen, I am so sorry about everything that has happened, but it is not the time for you to put your head in the sand. Come talk to me, please.
Brenda, what is there to talk about? It is done. You know, it's kind of ironic.
What is?
Dad always wanted me to be a doctor, and I fought him every step of the way. And then one day, I decided I wanted to be a doctor, too. Isn't that funny? He got his wish, and I blew it.
I'm gonna go talk to Anderson and see if there's not some way I can get you back in the hospital.
Brenda, there's nothing we can do. There's no way.
There is something that I can do. There's gotta be.
Neither one of us can do anything anymore. Except pray for a miracle to drop out of the sky to prove that I'm not responsible for Stephen's death. God, I'm sorry, Brenda. I'm going on like a stupid jerk about a job when you're the one who suffered most from all this. Brenda, I'd give anything. I'd do anything. I'd give all my dreams just for you to have Stephen back.
Danny, I know that. Now, this has been really hard on all of us for the past few months. So maybe we can help each other through it. I think that'd be good. So why don't you come over to my house and I'll fix us something to eat and we can talk. Want to?
Brenda, I can't.
You have always made me feel better when I felt so bad. Now let me do that for you.
Brenda, I really appreciate what you're doing, but I can't right now.
Why? Come on,
My boss called me up and he said I'll be back tonight at 10, so is that okay with you?
Sure, I'll meet you here at 10.
Great.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
Feel what?
I can feel the luck welling up within my loins like the swallows returning to Capistrano.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm starting to feel better.
You know, you look a lot better, too. You're looking groovier, more like your old self ever since you left that Hickberg of Landview.
Well, you know, it's something about this place, something about casinos that gets that risk-taking behavior out of me.
Well, let's go take some risks over here at the table, charge right ahead there, and see if history can repeat itself.
Lead the way, almighty Dane.
Hey, place your bets, ladies. Place your bets.
Okay, what number should I bet on? What do you think?
It's up to you, kid. Whatever you want. Hurry up, put it down there before the ball
number
stops.
13.
What an unlucky number. Why not? 13.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, now what number should I play?
I don't know. It's up to you, kid. Whatever you want to play, just play it.
Okay, four numbers, four letters. My first name, 6 letters, and my second name, 4 and 6 makes 10. Okay, straight up on number 10.
10. Bet on 10. 10, black and... I don't mind it!
Yes!
Whoa. That's unreal. Get us the money. Get us the money over here. Thank you very much. Let me put some of this away. Cool. Thank you. Come on, bet on another one. Let's think of another one.
Can I talk to you for a
Yeah,
second?
sure.
Just for a second.
I'll be right back. That is nice. Yeah, isn't it? That was kind of amazing. We just got
No. Her.
Oh, yeah,
She's
she
a
is.
fine lady, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that one go if I was you.
No.
Keep that.
Mr. Grant, where were you the night your wife, Alicia, was in the automobile accident?
I was at my hotel until about 8 o'clock, and then I agreed to give Tina Roberts a ride to Land Fair on my way home.
Did you take your own car?
Yes, it was parked in the hotel garage.
You notice anything wrong with the brakes?
They failed on the way over to Land Fair. We almost had an accident at a stoplight.
Did you get home safely after that?
Yes, and I made arrangements right away with my house manager to have the car taken to the shop first thing in the morning.
And did you spend the rest of the evening at home?
No.
Why not?
Shortly after I arrived home, a note was slipped under my front door.
From whom?
Bo Buchanan.
Is this the note?
Yes.
Would you read it aloud, please?
Michael, please come to my house as soon as possible. I think it's time we put an end to this nonsense once and for all. Bo.
Thank you. People's Exhibit number 3, Your Honor.
Accepted.
Now, Mr. Grant, after receiving that note, did you go to Bo Buchanan's house?
Yes, I did.
Did you take your own car?
No. And I wish to God that I had, because I should have been the one to die in that crash, not Alicia.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is obviously trying to play on the jury's sympathies with these cheap theatrics.
Cheap theatrics? My wife is dead. I have a newborn son at home who won't ever know his mother.
Your Honor, he's doing it again.
How dare you ridicule what I have been going through? How dare you minimize the loss?
Objection,
suffering?
Your Honor.
Blanchard, cool it with the objections. I don't think we're making any points with the jury.
You were saying, Mr. Lovelace?
I withdraw the objection.
Very well. You may proceed.
Yes. Mr. Grant, did you find the defendant at his home when you arrived there?
No. Just Sarah Gordon. And Austin Buchanan, a cousin.
So, already having tampered with the master cylinder, this note was merely a device on the part of the defendant to get you into your car.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
No further questions.
Your witness, Mr. Russell?
Mr. Grant, we all sympathize over your pain and the loss of your wife. And since counsel has already established what happened on that tragic night, I'll spare you any further pain. And we'll just go on to this supposed family disagreement between you and the Buchanans.
There is nothing supposed about it. It is all too real. And it started with the Buchanans.
Well, why is that?
Ask him.
If you're referring to my client, he's not on the stand. You are. And I would like you to tell me why you think the Buchanans are out to get you.
They hate me.
Why? Because you kidnapped Nikki Buchanan?
Objection.
Because you tried to turn her into Nikki Smith in order to risk her life, in order to get the gold in eternity?
I did no such thing.
Sustained.
Earlier, Miss Medina testified that you two were friends. Would you care to elaborate on that?
No.
No, I wouldn't think so, because isn't it true that Gabrielle Medina recently moved in with you? And isn't it also true that you carry a large insurance policy on your wife?
Are you implying that I killed my own wife?
I'm not implying anything. I'm merely pointing out that there might be someone else with an interest in killing your wife. Someone other than Bo Buchanan. Someone right here in this courtroom.
Oh, you are such a groovy girl. I am going to throw us the biggest party they've ever had in Atlantic City. There'll be just the two of us, of course. We'll have music and dancing and psychedelic lights and everything you can imagine. A balcony. I want a balcony overlooking the ocean.
Marco!
Can we get an ocean somewhere?
What? Before you get carried away, I gotta tell you a little something.
Yes?
Yeah, well, I've had a really great time, you know, and this has, like, changed my life. It's been lots of fun, but I have to call an end to all of this now.
What?
Yeah, well, I have a man of my own, a real terrific man, you know, and that's not to say that you're not cute. I mean, God, are you cute, you know, and I really like you, I do, but I have a life in Landview, and, well, I really gotta say goodbye now, you know. Thank you, really, I appreciate it.
Don't look at me. I don't know what just went down here.
I understand what happened.
What was that?
She's throwing down the gauntlet, and it's up to me now to pick it up.
You just can't take a hint, can you?
No, it's not about that. It's about my getting what I want, and I always get what I want. And right now, there's nothing I want more than old Ruby Breath.
Here we go.
You just wanted to take me for a spin around the grounds, huh?
Well, hey, come on, it worked, didn't it?
You know, you're pretty amazing, Cord Roberts.
Yeah, well, you're no slouch yourself.
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Okay, now listen to me. This courtroom is going to be full of reporters and photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that this is how you want to make your reappearance in the public?
You mean in a wheelchair, unable to walk on my own 2 feet?
Actually, I was talking more about your emotional state here. Okay? Because we're not talking about just people who love you feeling sympathy for you now. I know you got a problem with that. We're talking about a whole room full of strangers.
Well, I'm just not gonna let myself worry about that right now, or my public image. You know, if you want to know the truth about it, I really don't give a damn what anybody has to say about this. Right now, the only thing I care about is helping Bo. So before I fall apart on you, why don't we just wheel on in there and get the show on the road, okay?
Yeah, I can. Hold on, here we go.
What's Audrey doing?
I don't know, you got me. Did you call her as a witness?
No.
Well, whatever she's doing here, I suggest you get back to Michael before the jury takes too much pity on it.
Mr. Graham, you know what this is?
I would say that it is a diagram of the working parts of a car.
That's correct. Your car. Would you mind pointing out where the master cylinder is?
How should I know where the master cylinder is? Mr. Buchanan is the master mechanic in this town.
Do you know that as a fact?
He knows a thing or two about cars.
A thing or two about cars. Is that the same as being a master mechanic?
It's a phrase.
Do you know for a fact that Bo Buchanan is a master mechanic?
No.
No, because you just assumed it. He's not.
I know for a fact that he's been a race car driver.
Oh, yeah? What kind of cars does he race?
I don't know.
American cars. Your car is a foreign car.
Yes, it is.
And it's got a custom-made engine.
Yes.
Built in Germany.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Have you taken it in for repairs other than this recent brake incident?
Of course I have.
And can you take it to any garage in town?
No.
Where do you take it?
To a place that specializes in foreign cars.
Uh-huh. And does anyone other than a master mechanic work on it?
No.
No. Well, then would you mind telling us how Bo Buchanan, who is not a master mechanic, could have replaced the master cylinder on your custom-built German car with a faulty one when you just testified that it takes a master mechanic to do so?
Where's the master cylinder?
That'd be right there.
They all look the same?
Well, pretty much, yeah, more or less. Matter of fact, on Michael Grand's car, well, it would be lower and up against the firewall.
How would you know that?
I'm a master mechanic, remember? I know a little bit about his make of car.
Oh, my God. Could it be Austin?